I'm going to start recording. Okay, so now the question is, how do you start the file? How do you start your coding? What should be the first thing? Hold on. Somebody else. Give everyone a chance. How do I start the file? From last class, did I tell you what should be the first thing? No, before that. Yeah. Right. Always start with the comment. And what do you say? You write your name. You write what week we are in. And you write the date. Always start your code like this, and also maybe your email address. So always start the code like this, a new file like this. And the second thing you'll do is you'll write the topic you are doing. So for now, we say week 2. Write down today's topics we'll continue with data types. Then we will do inputs in Python. Today's topics are these 3. We'll also learn conditionals. So these 3 things for today. Any questions so far? Okay, so again, somebody help me. Define a variable called age1 and save 21 in it. Define a variable age1 and save 21 in it. Who wants to do it? Hold on. So all you have to do is, yeah, somebody else decide. Very good. All you have to do is say age1 equals 21. Age, yeah. Is that okay? Okay, let's do 2 more variables, age2 and age3, and save a number. The age2 equals 34. And age3 equals, give a number, say 23. Yeah, is everyone okay so far? Now the question is, you don't want multiple variables. You only want a single variable which can save all 3 inside it. Is the question clear? Yeah, so there are 3 variables here. Well, listen. But now the question is, we don't want this. We want just one variable, but that can save all 3 numbers inside it. Yeah, very good. The answer is array. But in Python, arrays are called, anyone? In Python, arrays are called, have you learned it in another class? List, very good. They're called list. Write down. So the next topic will be list. And write down, what does it do? It will save multiple variables into one. Okay, and this is how you define a list. So you say let age be equal to, sorry, what is the array sign? Yeah, so for Python, you have to do these brackets. JavaScript, right? It's different. It's different. It's different than, yeah. So these brackets, and all you have to do is say 21, comma, 34, comma, 23. So you get one variable that can save all three inside it. And this is called a list. So this variable is called a list. Okay, let's do 4 or 5 more. 25, 6, 35, and so on. We can delete this. Okay, now the question is print this list. How do we print this list? Wait, somebody. Okay, you do. Yeah. Let him try. Let him try. Okay. So all you have to do is say print bracket. All you have to do is age. And how do you run it? Who wants to help me run this? Somebody try to run this. Wait, let him try. Yeah. Click on the play button on the right corner. So if you don't know, click on the play button on the right corner. Yeah. I don't have play button. You will have. You have to install. Sorry. Can you repeat this process again? So all you have to do is print, open circular brackets, and inside that, write the variable. The circular brackets, what are they called? Parentheses. I have a question. Yeah, hold on. Let me. To identify like the list of ages is, and then you put a comma, then you write age, and then it prints the stuff that you want. No, I'll just print. If you just say print. For here, we don't have to identify like my name is, and then you. No, you can. You can. Yeah. Yeah. We come in the front if you cannot see, because I cannot zoom in anymore. All you have to do is click on run. Look at that. The output is the list. Does that make sense? I'll check. Yeah, we'll check yours later on. Okay, now the question is, I only want to print, say, 23. I don't want the whole thing. I only want to print 23. So how do I do it? No if is yet, just simple right now. Very good. So what you have to do is, at the end of the variable, you have to open the bracket again. What is the position of 23? What is the position? It's 2 or 3. How many for 2? 2 for 2. How many for 3? Yeah, so just make a note. The position always starts with 0. Write it down. The position always starts with 0. So this is 0th position. This is first position. This is second position. And this is called index. So write down index starts with position 0. So if I say 2 here, Run this. Look at that, the output is 23. Okay, print 35. Who wants to print 35? So all you have to do is in here you say 5, right? Because 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Make sense? And if you run this, the answer will be 35. Any questions? Okay, so let's do some. Here's a question. What if instead of 35, I put a string variable, say ABC? What if they all are different types? Is this allowed? Is this allowed? Yes, make a note. It does not have to be the same data type. And this is unique to Python. So this is a great thing about Python. It does not have to be the same data type. Okay, you can check this. If I run this, look at this. The new array has a ABC in it, or a new list. Okay, next question, listen. Okay, the question is, I want to replace the 23. Say you made a mistake. You want to replace the 23 with the 33, right? Say I want to replace the 23 with the 33. So any ideas, how do I do that? I want to replace the 23 with the 33. Say you made a mistake. You don't want to change the whole thing, but you just want to change one number. What? Say it. It's okay. Say it. You know it? No, it's okay. Any ideas?
We don't want to delete 23, but we want to replace it.
Yeah, we want to.
We're not allowed to delete 2 and replace it with 3 and make it 33.
You can, but say you're writing a big code and you don't want to go all the way up again.
With the find and replace.
But there's an easier way. Okay, this is how you do. You say age. What is the position of 23?
2.
So you say age 2 and make it equal to 33.
Yes, but this is a bit confusing for the debugging, isn't it?
It's a what?
It's a bit difficult for the person who's doing the debugging. If it's a person.
No, but if you print the age, then you will know what is the new list. So if you want to use the same list with different numbers at different point, you can still do it. That's the point. Okay, now if I run this, look at that. Instead of 23, you have. And write down this property is called mutable. So write down the list are mutable. We're just learning basic right now, just learning how to do things. This lists are mutable. It means they are changeable. Okay, right now the next topic will be slicing in list. Slicing. What do I mean by that? If I say age, bracket, I say 1, semicolon 3, something like that. Yeah, good. 1 and 2. I don't think it'll do 3.
Or else it won't consider 1 and 3 and only consider 2.
No, 1 and 2. Let's see.
Yeah, 1 and 2, sorry.
Yeah.
It won't be considered.
Yeah. Okay, what do you think will be the printout here? What will be the output? So this means only print index 1, 2, and stop at 3. So don't print 3, stop at 3. Let's see. So if I run this, look at this. The output is 1 and 2. Does that make sense? Okay, what if I say 2 to 5? What is the output? Somebody tell me.
Oh, 24 and 23 and 8.
No. So it says print positions 2, 3, and 4. So 2, 3, and 4. So the answer is 23, 25, 26. Right? 2, 3, 4, stop at 5. Is that making any sense? Okay, what if you don't put a number at the beginning and just put a number at the end? It will start from the, no. Yeah, so just make a note, if you miss the beginning number, it will start from the beginning. So example, if I run this, the output will be, very good. So the output is 21, 34. Is that making sense? What's going on?
So it's not going to count, let's say put it there. So it's going to stop before the number.
It's going to stop before this last one. You can play around later to see, but we'll learn the basics. Okay, what if similarly you don't put the last number and put the first number? It will start from 2, but it will go till the end. So now tell me the output here, somebody. Yeah, so start at 2. So look at that. Start at 2 and go till the end.
But you just said it doesn't count like this. It stops before the.
It stops before the last number. So for example, if I put 5 here, It will stop at 5. So it won't count 5. It will only till 4. Doesn't matter if it's letters or anything.
But in the output, it will give us letters.
Yeah, it's we got there, right? Look at that.
Is there any way to include the here you said 2 to 5, okay? Is there any way to include 5, which is ABC?
You just don't put it, right? So like we did it, right? We got ABC here. So if you want to include the last one as well, just leave it blank.
No, if we just want ABC, put 6 there.
If you just put 5, then if you just want the last one.
It's better to give you an example. Like if we put 3 at the end, it would be serious.
It's okay. When we practice, we can do it. Yeah, when we practice. Okay, one more way. What if I put negative numbers? So, for example, if I put a -3 to -1. If you have like difficult questions when you practice, we can do it. Yeah. Okay. What do you think will be the output now? Yeah, let's see. No error. So it's not considering negative. So what it's saying is it's counting from the other side. So if you put negative, it's counting from the other side. So it's saying 0, -1, -2, -3, and so on. So it's saying -1 and -2 here. Okay, let's do one more. Wait, look here. Tell me the output here. What should be the output here? I'm putting -5, -3. It's counting from the other side now. So 0, -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. So will be, the answer is 34, 23. Hold on, is that making sense? Ask questions. So if you put negative, it starts counting from the other side. Make a note. Okay, let's put a number here again. Okay, write down the next thing. We'll learn some methods in slicing. So methods in list. Okay, the first method will be called append. APPEND, append. ND, append. So what if I say something like this? Age dot, look at that, append, this one. Look, these are all the methods. Okay, but we'll learn some of them right now. Yeah, you can play around later on, but we'll learn some of them. So what if I say append, open a bracket, and put a number there. And then I print the list. Any guesses? What do you think will happen? Where will it add? Write down, if you do append a number and run it, it will add that number at the end. Does that make sense? Append will add an element to your list. The second method will be called sort. You should know this. So if I say sort, sorry?
The question is what's going to happen.
Right, so the question is what will happen when I print this?
Setting with like it will be 21, 23, 25, 26, 34, 67.
Write down. So the sort will sort your data in ascending order. It means increasing numbers. Now let's see if I put, just to check, if I put an ABC here, what happens? Okay, so make a note. If there is a alphabet in your list, give you an error for the sort. So write down, sort will work with only numeric values in your list. Okay, what if you want in descending order? We got ascending. What if you want descending? Yeah.
I think you have to write inside the parentheses, the brackets, true equals reverse.
Yeah, very good. So in the bracket, you have to say reverse equals true. What is that?
Yeah,
Siri?
just started on.
Anyway, so inside sort, if you say reverse equals true, then your values will be in descending order. Make a note. Sorry? If you want your numbers in descending order, in the bracket, you will have to say reverse equals true. Okay, let's do some more. What if I say age dot remove, say 21? What will this do? It will remove the number. So if you look here, 21 disappears. Okay, one more. What if I say age dot pop? And I say 3. What do you think pop will do? Sorry? Very good. Pop is the same as remove, but instead of a number, you give the index here. So make a note, in pop, you give the index. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 25 will disappear. So look at that, 25 has disappeared. Okay, let's move on from list. What was the second topic for today? Inputs, right? On the second topic now will be inputs in Python. Okay, so right now the question is, you want to take input from the user, right? You want the variable to be an input from the user. So pretty simple. Anybody knows? Any guesses? What is the function called? Input. Very good. Simple. So all you have to say input, and in double quotes, say enter your age. Now, whatever they enter, how do I save it in a variable?
Number or whatever, like number is equal to input.
Right. So whatever they enter, if you want to save it in a variable, all you have to say is save it in age. So you say age equals input, enter your age. Okay, now whatever they enter, you want to print it out saying your age is this. How do I do that? So they entered a number, right? And now you want to print out your age is this. How do I do that? You say print. So you say your age is. Hold on, let me see if I'm recording. Yeah, thank God. Anybody online? Okay, and how do I print out the variable? Yeah. You put a comma and you write down the variable. Does that make sense? Any mistake anybody can see here? Okay, if I run this, look what happens. Look over here, it's telling me to enter your age. Can you see it at the bottom? So if I plug in a number, say 24, I'm not 24, but, and press enter, what will be the output?
24.
No.
And your age is.
So the answer will be that your age is. Yes or no? Now here's the question. This age, sorry. Okay, let's do it again. If I run this again, it's telling me to enter your. So if I enter a number and press enter, the output is your age is 45. So here's the question. This age variable, is it a string, integer, or float? What is it? Where? Yeah. Anyways. Okay, so make a note. Input in general will make your variable string. So the input function will make your variable string. Okay, so to make it integer, what you do is before the input, you have to say int and open and close the bracket. Now look at that. Now if I go on top of it, it's telling me that the variable age is integer. Right, so similarly, if you wanted a float, you come here and say float. And then if you go here, it will say your variable age is float. Okay, let's move on. You need to practice this. So let's do. Okay, let's do the last topic for today, conditionals. Yeah.
Loops as well.
Loops later on. Today only condition. You have to practice, so it's a new thing. For some, it's new. Okay, so okay, write down the conditionals will be called if, elif, else. Write down the conditional we'll learn is if, elif, else. Take notes, okay, because you may need the notes. Make sure you take notes. Okay, write down. So the problem is, write down the problem now. Step 1, define a variable age, give a number. So say let age be equal to any number. And if the age is less than 18, say not an adult, else say adult. Is the question clear? Define a variable age. If age less than 18, not an adult, else adult. All right, who wants to do it? How do I start? By defining a variable age. We won't do list now. List we'll do later on. Just basic now. So say age equals, give a number, 17. Yeah. Now you want to check if this age is less than 18, you will print not an adult, else you will say adult. So how do we do this?
If age.
You start with if, open a bracket. You don't have to open a bracket, but it's good to open a bracket.
Age.
So you say age less than 17.
Then you go down.
Hold on. Wait, let them write. Is the first line clear? What are we doing? We're checking if the age is less than 18. Sorry, not 17. 18. Then what do you do in Python? Anyone? What do we do next? No, before that.
exclamation mark.
No.
The dot and
So write down in Python after the if, you have to give a semicolon.
oh yeah, that's
He said before, did he?
What did I say?
He said before that. That's why it was.
Before the print, I meant.
Ah, okay, before the print. Okay.
Yeah.
yeah.
So write down this is necessary in Python. You have to give a, what is this, semicolon or colon? What is this called? Can somebody check? Colon, I think. Colon, not semicolon. Okay, then press enter. Now make a note. Once you press enter, you cannot start at the beginning.
It will give an indentation.
Yeah.
I think the program doesn't allow you to.
So you can write it.
Yeah, you can, but it's automatic.
Yeah, everyone doesn't know. Everyone doesn't know. Okay, listen. So just make a note. After the if, when you press enter, you must be over here. You cannot be at the beginning. If you come at the beginning, you should press tab. Right? So when you press enter, you should come in the middle. And this property is called indentation. Write it down. Indentation. Indentation. I-N-D-E-N-T-A-T-I-O-N. Indentation. Okay, so you say print. In double quotes, you say not an adult. And then press enter. And then you say else. So now make a note. Else has to start on the same line as if. So when you come here, when you press enter, you must go back to the beginning. And you say else, colon. I think it's called a colon. Yeah. So you say print and you press enter, but then you need to go into the line of if and say else and colon. Press enter. Again, you need to be in the middle and say print. Double quotes, you say okay, if I run this, what do you think will be the output?
It will tell us to put our age first. And then
No, we have got the age.
oh, so which is before?
17.
Yeah. Oh, so then it will say not an adult.
So if I run this, the output is not an adult. Make sense? What if I make this into 45?
Just say adult.
And in this case, it will say adult. Okay, what if you have three options? So for example, in between if and else, you want to add one more condition. that case, you have to say ELIF. So write down if there are three conditions in your problem, you will have to say ELIF and open a bracket. Yeah. No, it matters. It has to be in the middle. So start with if, and with else, and ELIF has to be in the middle. And let's put another condition. So you say, what else can we put? So you say if age right here. So you say age, say equal to, give a number, say 30. So now write a note. To make it equal, you have to say equal 2 times. So just make a note. This one has to be equal 2 times to give it to a certain number. Okay, then press colon and say print. Say exactly 30 years old. Or else you say not 30, but an adult. Something like that. Yeah, that's the idea. If there are 3 options, you do it like this. Let's hope if this works. So if I run 45 now, it'll say not 30 but an. Is that making sense though? Ask questions, anyone? So it will take age to be 45. Is age less than 18? So it'll go here. Is age equal to 30? So it'll go here and say it is a adult but. So that not 30 but an adult. Okay, what if I say 30 here then? What should be the output?
Exactly 30 years.
The answer will be exactly 30 years old. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, so let's do one more. Write down question number 2. Okay, so the question is, take an input from a user. Hold on, write down. Take input from a user and check if the input is odd or even. Basic question for an interview. Write a Python code, take an input from a user, and check if the input value is odd or even. Let's do it step by step. Who wants to start?
Number. You said number is equal to.
So let's say x equals.
Yeah, number. Because the string, the variable is gonna be like a number, so you put number for string whatever you call it.
No, what do you do for number?
And you integer.
INT.
Input,
An input.
then brackets again, quotation marks, enter your number.
Enter the number or enter a number. Exactly what we are doing. We're asking the user to enter the number. Okay, now you want to check if this number is odd or even. Yeah, how do you start? So you say if, sorry,
X. And it equals to 0. Yeah.
so how do we check that?
We divide X 2.
Divide x by 2,
And if it equals to 0,
say equals 0,
then we bring 0.
and we say, is that right?
No, you have to put the mark.
Very good. You have to put a colon here. You say print. If it's divisible by 0, you say odd or even. Even, right? If it's divisible by 2, then it's even. Else, is that okay? So now if I run this, give me a number. So if I do 5, and if I press enter, what should be the output? Does that make sense? Okay, let's do it one more time. If I run this, if I put say 226, odd or even, press enter, the answer is, why is this odd? It is divisible by 2. So why is it giving what? Let's do it again. Something is wrong. So when you practice, try and fix this. I think you have to use a percentage symbol here. So when you practice, try and fix this. Yeah. So just make a note. Use a percentage symbol and see if it works. Yeah. Use a percentage symbol when you practice and see if it works. Okay, that much for today. Practice what we did in the class.